The Palm Beach County Sheriff said that if Trump was the sitting president, the course would have been surrounded. But given what we know about how he survived an assassination attempt just a few months ago, he is a presidential candidate. Do you think his security needs to be even more beefed up?
Yeah, you know what, Brittany? I heard the sheriff, and he's correct in that regard, because Secret Service assets are given depending on your status, which is kind of ridiculous. It should be assigned by the threat level. So we know that these two candidates, both Vice President Harris and Trump, they're targets. So it can't be by their status that once he becomes president, we can save your life. It has to go by the threat level as it is now. They didn't give Robert F. Kennedy a Secret Service protection. They made that decision. That could have ended in tragedy. So, yeah, that's a ridiculous, in my view. Congress, Secret Service has to reevaluate that. You provide the assets that are necessary regardless of who it is and what their status is.
I mean, to your point, the special agent for the Secret Service said that, quote, the threat level is high and we live in danger times. So this really raises the question of how to keep the president safe, or if he is safe. So what are the answers to either of those questions?
Yeah, well, it's like threading a needle. It's not. Look, number one, we as citizens, we think we're protected by law enforcement, but we're not in reality. If you go to the mall today, you're as vulnerable as some kind of crazy wingnut person. We know that. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter what part of the country you are. Law enforcement, sadly, can't protect everybody. So I think there'll be a combination. I think that if they were a little bit more proactive, the Secret Service, meaning the detail, using local resources, they've been doing this for many, many years. I mean, they protected presidents in war zones, and so they're very good at it. But I think that they just got to step up their game a little bit. As I said, New York City, where I am, these Secret Service, these types of dignitary protection details have been going on forever. This is nothing new. But in this case, I think there was a little bit of complacency. You have to be always proactive. They should have had more resources. As I said, I'm biased towards our police dogs because I know their value to law enforcement. So I would have had 1, 2, or 3 of them walking the perimeter of that fence, either outside or inside. And that person would not be there because the dogs would have alerted the handler to him right away.